Hey y'all!
Hey Gallivanters!
So today we wanted to give you our top 10 things to do, see, and eat in Florence. Florence is one of our favorite cities. We've been a couple of times. We were on our most recent trip of 8 cities. We spent a week in Florence, and we just love it. So we thought we would give you a rundown of our top 10 things to do.
And of course, one of the famous ones you have to see when you're in Florence is the Duomo and the baptistry. Last year when we were there, her daughter was with us. It was just the 3 of us on this tour with the tour guide, and it was absolutely amazing. I mean, just the presence of the Duomo, it's huge.
Oh,
I mean, just
so
the
big.
architecture. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can say about the Duomo. It's just day or night is absolutely gorgeous.
It is, and definitely, do a tour of it, go see the museum, go in the baptistry. It's all awesome. So I'll go with another sort of obvious one, and that would be Ponte Vecchio, the bridge with all the shops on it. That goes over the Arno there. It is full of shops, jewelry shops, always crowded. But it's a lot of fun. It's iconic for Florence. And, once you cross the bridge, you're actually on the other side of the Arno. There's a ton of restaurants and other places to check out as well. So I would definitely say Ponte Vecchio.
Yep. Then I would say, one of our all-time favorite places is Michelangelo Plaza. Basically going up there, getting yourself a picnic and watching the sunset. The views from up there, I mean, you get basically a 360-degree view of Florence while you're up there. And at sunset, it's just even more amazing.
It is, but if you're going to go for sunset, get there early and claim your spot because it does get very crowded.
Yes, everybody has the same idea.
But it is, it's an awesome place to watch the sunset. If you don't want to fight the crowds, don't necessarily need to be front row. There's restaurants up there. You can eat up there while you watch the sunset or grab a drink or whatever you want to do. Oh gosh, I'm going to say then maybe the Uffizi Gallery.
Yep.
So Uffizi Gallery is a wonderful, wonderful museum. It's usually crowded.
Yep.
But it is definitely worth checking out and seeing, all of the different art that's there. If you're an art lover, a museum lover, you will definitely love it. There were a lot of people there, but it didn't feel so crowded like some of the other ones. So Uffizi Gallery is definitely one to check out.
Yeah. And right along those lines, basically right next to the Uffizi Gallery is Palazzo Vecchio. Mm-hmm. And Palazzo Vecchio is, obviously just a square. It has the Fountain of Neptune.
It's got the outdoor sculpture garden. And then it has tons of restaurants, just tons of things to do.
Yeah,
there.
shops, restaurants. Yeah. I mean, just something you have to see.
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting place to see. Lots of great restaurants. As a matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and right off of Palazzo Vecchio, a restaurant we found on this trip, which was fantastic. Called Asteria de Bari. And it took us forever to find it because it's down what you think is nothing, but it's a street, but it looks like a little walkway, really. And it was just really fantastic. Palazzo Vecchio is touristy, but we truly were the only tourists in this place because of where it was.
Yeah, it's a family-owned restaurant, and let me tell you, it was phenomenal. I think I'm going to go on to Pisa. If you can take a day trip to Pisa, that's really all you need. Is a day.
You don't even need a half.
But it's well worth it. I mean, you got to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yeah.
And it has the baptistry and the church and but it has plenty of restaurants. Yeah. It's just a fun place to go, and it makes for a great day trip.
I think it was maybe an hour, on the train. So easy to get to.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go to Central Market.
Oh.
So, or Mercato Centrale.
Yeah.
So the Central Market in Florence is fantastic. You actually walk through the San Lorenzo Market where they sell, all the leather goods and of course trinkets and everything else you can imagine before you get into the building. But there's actually fresh produce, fresh fish, fresh meat, and then there are a couple of restaurants even downstairs. Sit down, and then upstairs is a giant food court with different restaurants. I think is it different regions of Italy represented there, and I mean they have everything. They have pizza, pasta, charcuterie.
Yeah. But you have to try the boiled beef sandwich. Now they have tripe. I'm not about that.
Yep.
But they have a boiled beef sandwich at Donerbone, I think is what it was called.
Which is downstairs, isn't it?
Was it downstairs?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, and there was a line, but well worth it. It was awesome. So if you're wanting to try something different,
Boiled beef sandwich.
Yep.
All right, and so I guess really that brings us to our last one there, to do a Fiat Tour. You can do it on scooters. We chose to do one of the vintage Fiats and went through the Italian countryside there through Tuscany, and it was gorgeous.
The tour we were on, of course, our tour guide was awesome.
He was. We'll actually link to that video up here so you guys could see that.
Yeah, but they're like, the one we had, it was like a vintage, I think it was a 1963 Fiat.
Yep.
And just the stories behind these Fiats and where they get them, and they all have names.
Oh, yeah.
So, and just to see that Tuscany countryside and just,
It was awesome, and then we ended up at a place that's, I guess, like a it's a vineyard, but then also they are, is it a B&B, bed and breakfast?
I think it might be, yeah.
But we ended up there for a wine tasting and some, some snacks and some charcuterie type stuff, and it made for a great day.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
make sure you know how to drive a stick shift.
Yes, yeah, you have to drive a stick shift.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun, and I'm going to add on to that. I know I said Uffizi Gallery. I would also say the Accademia Gallery.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where David is.
Yes.
And of course, everybody wants to go see David when they're in Florence. And just FYI, if you can't make it to the Accademia Gallery, there is a replica in Palazzo Vecchio that is really an identical replica. You can check that one out as well. But so that's it. That's our top 10. If you think we missed any, please leave us some comments below. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. We will have all of this written up on our blog at gallivantinggals.com. Please hit the subscribe button if you want to be the first to know when new content comes out. Make sure you hit the bell
Ding-a-dong
for notifications. And until next time, just remember,
live your best life.
bye y'all.
See ya.